don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl themselves take them.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the... I don't know much. Only the old tales about the ancient heroes who would use the voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. They say the emperors used to be Dragonborn, but that all ended when Martin died during the Oblivion Crisis. The Greybeards can tell you much more than I can. They're the masters of the way of the voice, and taught Tiber Septim himself. Well, I only know what I've heard in the old tales. Shouting is an ancient form of magic, the use of one's voice to project their power. If you can shout, you need to go see the Greybeards. They'll know what to do. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. It seems this day... So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be
It seems our enemies have no end of... Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway. I've got my eyes on you.
What is it that you need?
Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos too, the founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days. In the very oldest tales. Back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. They're the masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. They live up on top of the throat of the world. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. In the old stories, they always summon the Dragonborn for training. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. I can teach you a few things. Up here.
I just want to go home and read. The who? I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Back to my book.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arche be upon you. I spend so... Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. The blessing of Archay be upon you. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? Splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! I think I can teach you a thing or two. Huh? Anytime if you need a remedy. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Within the... If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop...
Hello, friend. Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honoriath and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman. Thank you very much for your business.
Got some good pieces out here. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
Got something for just about everybody in here. Everything interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. I'd take a look. Remember, I'll give you the best.
And what of
Need
my
something?
son? What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering. I will never accept his death.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
These fruits and vegetables are
Tired of bread and
disappointing,
stew?
Carlotta.
Had enough of fish and fowl?
Get them
Treat
fresh from the
yourself and your
farms
kin to
daily,
a choice
man.
cut of steak or a tender rack
If you
of
were
ribs.
getting them from my farm, they'd be twice as fresh.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good
Once I've
deed
made
for
enough
me.
money trading with the Khajiit caravans,
My
I'm going
friend
to buy the
Maven
Bannered
and
Mare
I-
from Hulda.
Have you met Maven?
Farewell.
In Riften? We know our place in this world.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Hello, Freya, dear. Lilith, always a...
Damn those great... More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live
Big
the
enough to
Empire.
hold, say...
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, mister. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
It's a shame, isn't it? This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kynareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Jargons. It no matter to me what I kill. Let them come.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother.
Can I help you?
So, you're here to help? I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle. Made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention
It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children.
You take care of yourself now.
Come to chat with an old woman?
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare? Evenings, Olfina?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about shopping up some... People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm... You'd never think to learn from... Take a look. Need anything else? Just let me know.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. There's a whole I studied there myself. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
Be careful.
Some parting advice?
Oh, Sadia, I'll be needing you to mop the place down extra tonight. Lots of spills.
Hi there. Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me. So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers. I mean it. I'll cut you in half. So the Alakir know where I am? What did they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Then I need your help, and there isn't anyone else I can trust here in the city. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are. I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of.
Need something?
Descended from flesh to rule the realm.
Power of old, voice of the Dragonborn. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a god. If a dragon...
What are you looking at? You have a death wish, then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. 100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you? I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Need a blade? You done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free!
Sorry, my ears aren't so good. You say something?
I said my fine has been paid. Now let me out.
Right, right. Oh, look at that. I seem to have lost my keys. Might take me a while to find them. You just sit tight. I'll get around to it eventually.
Curse you!
Trouble? Waiting. Insufferable waiting.
Where my breath is long winter.
two at it again? Come on now. Watch the
fight.
footwork. Keep your balance.
Come on!
Yeah!
Yeah! Chop, chop!
Just keep swinging!
Asura curse you! Get him! Kill him!
Going to enjoy killing you.
I'll see you burn! This should be good.
You're pathetic.
Yeah! I'll see you burn!
You think you stand a chance?
You can't win this! Azura curse you! Yeah!
You're pathetic.
Oh! Oh! I'll see you burn! A fight!
You're pathetic.
Oh! Get him! Kill him! When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri...
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you.
We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend.
A sword.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm...
Ah, fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you.
Yes, you're very fond of saying.
Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
Let's test that.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. Time to end this little... All right, we've had enough.
Such colors.
This is a place for warriors.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
You just tell me.
Spear you won't. Over here. Never. Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, you blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to your room and have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
No sign of them.
The last of them. All these younglings scampering around.
Oh, such colors. You don't belong here. What do you think you have to offer?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Tell me.
You're mine! Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us. Blood. So you...
That's your best, huh? Come on, show me what you've got.
About you and Skjor.
And if you want to keep having ears, you'll pretend you didn't. Is it not allowed?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. What? Why you smear you won't leave here alone? What do you think this is? We don't do battle with magic around here, new blood. Now come at me. Never should have come here.
Not bad.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quick.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman her own. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. This isn't a command, just decency. Help out an old blacksmith. I've got to get back to my work.
Oh, I'm just a I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasker for as long as I can remember.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need... Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Good to see you made it up here.
You know this one? I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight? Ah, a man of action. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
I don't think that's how the circle
Did you
works.
call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me. Skjor and Aella like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Tilma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aella if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand? Try not to get carried away. By the way, if you're looking for something to do... Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts. I've already given you a job. Now get... I've never been a smart one, but the Companions welcome anyone with the heart of a warrior. When we step into battle, we fight for our own name, and the name of the Companions.
When you get to be my age, you'll come to miss the smell of blood. Strange, I know.
I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasker for... I see
What brings you to me? Find some strange creature in your travels?
I had a bad time a few years back. I turned to drink.
All these younglings scampering around.
He wouldn't
Some
let me
people don't
stay
think
in
I'm smart. Those people get my
Some of
fist.
this, you still
But
need to prove yourself,
I
Will.
like.
All right then.
I've heard you may actually... I'll show you what I know. Until next time.
I think by now I've killed one of every...